Okay, welcome. Today I'm going to be offering a reflection about sharing your emotions, having the courage to share your emotions. And this is aimed at particularly men. So enjoy. So I'm here today and I posted on my Facebook page a few days ago, so Monday, about it was Suicide Prevention Day, and I shared some of my stories about when I tried to take my life when I was in my teens and in my 20s. And some of the reflections back from people were just saying that they find that most men do not share, that they do not share their feelings, their emotions. And so I just wanted to really support you as a man, or maybe as a woman, to really emphasize the importance of supporting your man to open, to share. And what I really love is I watched the film The Work, which is a film set in Folsom Prison, which is a maximum security prison in America, which Johnny Cash sings about. And in it, it's 4 days, a group of men, and they're doing a men's work over 4 days. And at one scene, there's a prisoner, kind of a very tough looking man. He's got his shoulders back and he's crying, and he says, "This is how a man cries, with his shoulders back, without shame." And yet so few of us are able to do that as men. And I certainly wasn't. I didn't cry from the age of 11 through till 26, 27. A couple of times, and that was in private. You know, I was at boarding school, we weren't allowed to cry. Literally, you would get bullied. So I used to, if I was crying, it was under my pillow the first few weeks I was at school. And so I became very suppressed, and I see that most men have learnt that it's not okay as boys growing up to express emotions. And yet I feel there's such power there when we as men kind of say, no, this is what it's like to cry. And a couple of days ago I was working at a forest school, so part of the time I do my coaching work, part of my time I work with children, and there was a boy and he was stuck in a tree and he was crying, and I got him down from the tree and I held him, and I was just kind of letting him cry, and I was just saying to him, it's okay, you know, and I was sharing this thing that this is what makes a man, a strong man, being able to cry. It's like, you know, these tears are welcome, you know. And sometimes I hear with the children, they say to each other, it's like, oh, you're a sissy, you're crying. And I like to just correct them, say, oh no, that's a powerful man. You know, he's going to be a powerful man if he cries. It's like changing, and it's important for us as adults, especially as men, that we model this for our children, for our sons, to have the courage to cry. We need to do this. It's like the river needs to flow, the emotions need to flow. In the Native American traditions, in the South sits water, it's the emotions, and water flows. When it doesn't flow, it becomes stagnated, and sickness is so often because of, you know, what we've held on to. So if you're feeling you're struggling to cry, then I recommend a practice like breath work. I do this thing called I Reboot, which is a practice I do. It's about half an hour, and often I'll have a cathartic release and I will cry. And then I feel so much better. It's like when we take care of our tears. Another thing is the Wim Hof method. I find as well when I'm doing that, I do that every morning, that I feel so much clearer, so much better for having cried. It takes courage, yes, but the world is needing these tears because sometimes it feels sad. What is going on? But we need to let them flow so we can then, the flip side of the sadness is the love, the possibility, the potential that Mother Earth is being kind of birthing, that humanity is birthing, that it is very positive. But we've got to let the tears flow. We've got to let the sadness go, the grief, so we can embrace joy and laughter and love and feeling our hearts again. But we've got to let the tears, to have courage, plant our staffs, shield in one hand, staff in the other, open our hearts and feel that. This is what it feels like to cry. One of my cathartic releases is through coughing. And I like to cough. Just tap on the meridians. This is K27, I believe. Kidney point in the acupuncture. And I just let that go. Let it go. So, just a few reflections. So, men and women, have the courage to cry. Okay, many blessings to you. Take care.